Hello, my name is Jim Twelves and today is the 27th of March 2026 and this is the 7th of my series which is highlighting chapters from my new book, While We Were Sleeping, a Wake-Up Call for All Christians. Anyway, here we go. This is the 7th chapter. The chapter is called Transgenderism, but I thought, well, why not make the title of this video a bit more accessible? So I've called it Sex Change. Yes, so my book is available on Amazon and I would love you to have a look there. You can get it paperback or e-book. If you are interested in these videos, I'd love you to subscribe, obviously, and even if you don't, I'd love you to comment, and if you like it, click the like button. That would be great. Okay, let's get into the discussion. Now, today I think I've entitled these points Discussion Starters. I'm in no way intending to give an exhaustive analysis of sex change, transgenderism at all, but just to float some questions which I trust will provoke discussion. Yes, it will provoke you as well, I'm sure. Okay, number one. For many years now, I have been concerned about the gender-neutral toilets popping up all over the place. I personally hate them. Yes, I'm just so not used to it, and I've obviously because of my age, and the women hate them as well. What a waste of water, space, and money in terms of building the things. And are we going to see all conveniences turned into gender neutral? And whose vote has been carried to bring that about? I just float that one for you. Number two. Many small businesses in particular, I'm aware of small businesses, have to fill out a mountain of bureaucratic form filling, accreditation, compliance. Yes, I'm not saying they shouldn't, but there's an awful lot. And I get the impression that many small businesses now feel obliged to include on their databases the option of indicating that the employee or volunteer is gender neutral. I wonder what that is. Or gender not specified. Who determines whether a small business has to comply with including that option? Are they allowed still to say tick the box male or female, or maybe not ask the question at all? Now, this whole question of sex change, I believe, has really flown in the face of respect for women. Just think of the Olympics. Think of kids' sport at school. What about the aspiring young female athletes who are gutted when they find that their chosen sport or event has been eclipsed by some male who believes they are a female? Now, in that context, I really admire Moira Deeming MP down in Victoria, who made a stand for women's respect and women's privacy in toilets, etc. And what happened? Her Liberal boss, she was a member of Parliament for the Liberals, decided to ban her from the Liberal Party for claiming her position. And I have a link below to a very good article in the Daily Declaration, 13th of December 2024, which will unpack her case and the fact that she won eventually. But I leave that with you as a question. Should the Liberal Party have disendorsed, if that's the phrase, I'm probably getting that wrong, Moira Deeming for her stand for female rights? Number 4. I'm a teacher, as you know, if you've watched my channel before, and I'm very concerned that schools and teachers in particular they've thrown away their duty of care for the children, not just the ones who've been transitioning their sex, but everyone else in the school. They've thrown away their duty of care, and I would argue one of the teacher's primary roles is of duty of care for those in their care, by basically endorsing the notion that a teenager can go along to a gender clinic without parental knowledge and without parental permission. I find this extraordinary. If I was still in the classroom, I'm sure I'd be up for trouble. A phrase I always use is in loco parentis, and I would encourage anybody to research that phrase, Latin I'm afraid, in loco parentis, meaning in the place of a parent. So a teacher's mandate, a teacher's responsibility is to be in place of the parent. Therefore, they can't take any decisions about the children that the parents would disagree with. If they're doing that, they're violating a fundamental principle of education in loco parentis. Number 5. I've been thinking about puberty. Now, if I think back to my own puberty, it's a really challenging phase of development, but I would argue an exciting phase of development when the hormones are flowing and the world is the person's, the boy or the girl's oyster. They can't imagine not being successful. It's so exciting. Nothing can stand in their way of their ambition, their drive, their goals, their dreams. I call that puberty. And along come the gender clinics and they pop in the puberty blockers. What a phrase is that? So what are we saying to the young person growing up? We're going to stop your puberty. We don't like the way it's going. It's a mistake. You should go the other way. So the phrase puberty blockers, I think, is a devastating, gut-wrenching impost on the young person who's too young to make any decisions like that when they should be dreaming of other more happy, more fulfilling things. Number 6. I just want to highlight the work of Kirralie Smith with her organisation Binary. I think I would describe her as an accidental activist, and she's the lady I interviewed for this chapter, and her story is just phenomenal. Her book, Devastated, is it's not a big book. It's a must read for anybody who's wrestling with this whole transgender issue. I highly commend Kirralie Smith to you. If you don't know about her story, please follow it up. And finally, how are we doing? Yeah. Let's talk about love, shall we? Love. I think that it's an incredibly important feature of our human nature. The fact that we can love and can be loved. But what has love become? I would argue it has become a license for you to do or think or be whatever you want. I love you so much, I'm going to let you express yourself. Is that love? I've been doing some research into students' attitudes towards their schools and their teachers. And one thing has struck me recently is the fact that the majority of students love strict teachers who are caring and kind. Strict teachers who demand a lot from them. Not people who say they are being kind to you and let you get away with whatever you want. I'm not going to challenge you. You've got to express yourself your way. I don't think that's love at all. I think that is actually evil. And then let's look at children in the home. Now, I would imagine any caring parent would say they love their children. What about the children expressing their love for their parents? Do they believe that the parent that they can manipulate are the ones that love them most? Or do they actually love the parent who takes a stand and encourages them to develop self-discipline and a sense of right and wrong? After all, they're young and their parent is older, and surely the older should be training the younger and teaching the younger what is to be expected of them in society. Anyway, that's enough of me for today. I trust I've rattled a few cages, maybe opened a few boxes. Please go in the comments below and let me know or ask a curly question about sex change. Thank you for listening. Until next time, bye for now.